Hello footies, and thank you for joining us once again for FUT in Review, where we've been bringing you leading analysis and opinion on all things FIFA and EAFC since 2019. Today's show is proudly brought to you by FUTcoaching.com, your number one place for you to get better at FC24. Also, if you want to help support this show directly, please consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/FUT in Review. You get a range of benefits, including exclusive merchandise, coaching discounts, and much, much more, including ad-free access to this show, which means you won't be hearing this very advertisement. However, we realise that times are tough, so simply leaving us a 5-star review wherever you listen to us would be greatly appreciated, as it helps the show grow. We'd also like to thank our Skybox holder, Peter, for his exceptional support. Now, let's get to today's show.
Hello footies and welcome to FUT in Review episode 582 plus 1, which makes us 583. For those that don't know why I said that, ask in the chat. Today we close Team of the Year, we talk about the new promo, Road to the Finals, we start with a little message, we are joined by a lot of live listeners, and what are our plans after Team of the Year? Also, mailbox questions, and we've got an announcement on MessiGate. My name's Chris, I'll be your host today, since John's got a throat infection. Ingvi is on a short break, so it's my pleasure to welcome back the man with the legendary Polish power, my good friend Artiom. Hi Art. And don't worry, he's ill, but he's here. It's the Darth Vader of DDA. John, how you doing, my friend?
I'm all right, mate. It's just hard to talk at times, so it's good. I don't have to talk through the whole show, I think, today. I'll try to keep myself a little bit more on the background. But pop some pills. I'm actually drinking tea, which definitely is a sign for me that I'm not feeling too well. But I couldn't have a Friday show without Ingvi and myself. So thank you for taking over the hosting role, at least.
No problem. I'll do my best. I will do my best. But here is this quick message. FC is like the only pub in the village. It used to be a lovely place to visit, but now the beer garden is full of dog poo and the kids' area is covered in broken glass. The toilets are like those from Trainspotting. When you get served, the beer is flat and the spirits are watered down. There is expensive stuff, but it's 100 quid a glass. You put coins in the jukebox, but instead of Guns N' Roses, you get I'm a Barbie Girl. The atmosphere in the pub is toxic as the customers are cheesed off and always arguing. But to be fair to the bar staff, they work hard, try their best, but are short-staffed and keep getting the order wrong. The landlord is seen occasionally, but he used to drive a Mercedes, but now he drives a Rolls Royce. But why do we go? Well, it's the only pub in the village, so we have nowhere else to go.
What a sweet summary of Team of the Year and the mess they made this week.
Definitely. But just that was my thoughts on Team of the Year. What are your guys' thoughts? We start with Artiom. What did you think of Team of the Year?
All right, I think this year, because we had so much easier to accumulate so many packs, like good packs, 83 by 10, 84 by 5s they gave us before actually the promo started. So our expectations were much bigger than in previous years. Everyone was expecting to pack the blue. Well, the history shows us it's very hard to pack the blue. But because we had so many packs, we were expecting that it's like we should have packed one at least with the percentage they gave us. What happened after like 3-4 days and before everybody was like saving packs until the full team is released, somehow they dropped the percentage of packing the Team of the Year, which drove everybody crazy actually in the community. And well, we have to look like from other side. Let's see how your team was before the Team of the Year promo started and how it ended, because still you managed to do so many SBCs if you were grinding the packs before. So I think it's not great promo, and it never was, but I think it didn't end up as badly as like we are thinking right now.
Interesting. John, would you agree with Artiom? It's not as bad as what we think it is?
I think it is. I think the first week, honestly, was pretty good. Got some killer SBCs. Drop rate seems all right when they had like 3 or every single line in 2 packs. After the drop rates fell, what we had talked about this Monday, I think, or Tuesday, we did 2 shows, of course, but the drop rate just went to hell. So I got no numbers on, right? Like I said, I'm not going to complain because I already said I have different plans from Team of the Year. I got the players I wanted in the SBCs I got in. But I did 546 Premier League upgrades.
Wow.
The Premier League thingy upgrades. I did the 125 Team of the Year crafting upgrades. And I did every single 84 times 5, 85, whatever, right? Got my Rivals rewards, got my Wicked League in, 14 wins. I got 2 fake blues and 2 Bernardo, the both were Bernardo Silvas. So my club's very dry, didn't see anything blue. But it's more like the second week, not only were the not much, like I didn't pack anything, but also the Messi thing still bugs me. The communication around there, well, we'll talk about that later. SBCs sort of got dry. We got Sawa, we got Best in the first week. What did we get this week?
Next, we got Modric and Dubinha. Modric being overpriced. And Dubinha.
Saliba actually also.
Saliba, which I think it was that point. It was that cheesed off that I didn't actually go and look at that one. So
I don't. We could quickly talk about Saliba, but I think Saliba card is just way too expensive as well. Is $1 million, something like that?
Yeah, around that, something like that. Mm-hmm. But you have to admit that the fodder prices are very high right now. Yeah. So it's also like...
No, definitely. I mean, we asked everybody to submit their teams, and they did. To be fair, a lot of people did that, and I didn't realise England was on a break, so I did kind of spring it on them. But I've got 5 teams here, which I just pulled out randomly. All guys for the Discord. Discord's really popping, and it is free to join now. So everybody looks at our socials, you'll find the links there. If you actually want the kind of Premier content, then as usual, look at patreon.com/futinreview for that. Some really good levels there and some really good there. But just to say, so if I take Neuro, for instance, Neuro started with a 90 rated squad, ended with a 90 rated squad. The cards really in his team was Best, the SBC. He did have Alisson, Team of the Year, which decent card, and the Navas card, which I think was an objective one. Yeah. And then we've got Adama. You know, Adama so saved. He's our master saver in the Discord. Started with an 89 rated squad, had a 90 rated squad, and we'll put all these up on our social, so you don't need to just listen to me. Did the Best SBC, which I think a lot of people did. He managed to do Hullet with his, the fodder he got. He had the Czech icon, goalkeeper, and then he packed Millie Bright right at the death there, I think, as well. So a decent one for him. Waterman started with a 91 rated squad, ended with a 92 rated squad, but I don't know how he's managed to only be 92, because he has Haaland Team of the Year, Bonmati Team of the Year, Frimpong Team of the Year, did the Best SBC, the Sawa SBC, the ZZ SBC, and also he got Zola, which I think is a Team of the Year icon. So Waterman, he is star of the show, isn't he? He is absolutely star of the show. And I think if memory serves me right, he bought Haaland and was worried about the price.
He did.
Let me tell you, he is struck mega lucky there. The price, that thing has soared massively. I'm a chop. He had a 90 rated squad, ended with a 90 rated squad as well. Got Vinny Jr. Thunderstruck in his team from before the start, so I don't know if that was a promo card. Valverde, Team of the Year nominee. He did the Hullet and he did Capita icons in his team. And then Nath was an 89 rated squad, ended up with a 91 rated squad, and Nath started from the beginning, and he had the Best SBC, and he has Smith Team of the Year, which I know is another cheap card, which is also soaring in price. So when I look at it, when you talk about content, you've got the Best there. He's in 4 of the 5 teams. I think we all agree that was a tremendous bit of content. And then as well as how many squads have Team of the Years? At least 4 out of the 5. So I think we've been fairly lucky in our Discord. I'm not saying it's Discord luck, but a lot of us also got the Messi one, a lot more than the percentage that EA said you should have got. So for me, is Team of the Year a success? The answer is no. Even before the MessiGate, there is absolutely zero. This is the worst promo in the whole of FIFA. You just need to look at X. I've packed Rodri, I'll be honest and up front, packed Rodri from I don't even know what the pack was, I think it was 83 times 10. But the actual, I look at Adama and the amount of packs he had. If he had opened those packs as the game had went on, his team would be stronger. And it's this chase for blue. And, you know, just look at the prices. I mean, can you guys ever remember a Team of the Year where the prices are so high?
Chris, but let me ask you this. Have this promo ever been good?
Well, I'll be honest with you. This only 2 years. Last year and this year, I've actually managed to pack a Team of the Year. But I do remember buying Jorginho Team of the Year card for under $1 million. The Benzema card last year you could buy for 1.9 million. But if I then look at Reynard, she is almost 3 million when she started at 1.4 million on the 25th of January there. So how can these cards be double in price?
Because for me,
rate?
we are just trying to decide if it's good promo or not. But as John even agreed that he hates the promo, but the content and SBC were like good in the beginning. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I cannot like cross the promo at like totally, because they gave us Sava, they gave us Best, they gave us Davis. I know they were overpriced, but they gave us good cards. The pricing and drop rate of the packs of what we could pack in the blue cards, it's terrible. Nobody's gonna deny it, and I'm far from defending EA on that spot. But I have to admit they gave us good cards to at least finish those SBCs.
I got a devil's advocate answer to that though. We've said before Team of the Year happened is this could be the year where people save more than ever, or have been saving more forever, because the promos before it, after Thunderstruck, were just meh, let's be honest. If EA sees exactly how many packs are saved, they'll definitely tune everything down once people start to open it. We said it before. It's not even a surprise it happened, right? And we don't have to forget that many of those Team of the Year players you just mentioned, Chris, are all untradeable.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like Wimby says in chat, it's the most untradeable Team of the Year promo ever. All store packs untradeable, all rewards untradeable, all upgrades untradeable. We hardly got any player picks. We got 10 a day, 80 plus. I mean, meh, wait. What's the fun in that? So the chances are lower. And then there's the fact that even if you had coins, you couldn't even buy them from the store. Virgil van Dijk is currently 14.2 million. Right? It's a defender. It's the best defender in the game. I'm not gonna deny that. But 14.2 million from Team of the Year card. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Makes me a little bit worried about Team of the Season, by the way. But at least there you can probably get these cards from Mega League as well. So.
Mm-hmm.
You have a fullback for 6 million. That's crazy. When we had, you remember Cancelo, guys? It was 700k, and we were playing that card in attack as a striker. Yeah.
I mean, I think you just need to look at the prices. I think that just tells you all about where the drop rate has been with this promo. I agree with Art. The content at the very start, I thought we were on for an absolute winner. Yeah, but I think what happened is Wimby and I always say the good twin was there the first week. He went on holiday. Evil twin came back and decided to give us Modric +1 and Dabina. I mean, the double play styles, could it be that? Could be that the reason why people are, going all in? Because if you have, me, I've got Rodri in my team. He's untradeable, but if he wasn't untradeable, would I sell that card? No, because there's nobody to replace him with it. Even tonight's promo, which we'll get on to, you look at the prices of these cards that are, that currently out. I know they're just out, but actually, if you're paying these prices for these cards, it's absolutely incredible that these prices are there. I mean, where do you see the promo going forward then? I mean, we've had the MessiGate, and we'll get on to that, but do you see the hype for FC 25 being the same for Team of the Year?
Yes. The problem still is that these cards are like that one PlayStation 5 that's available in store once it releases, right? You want to get it even if you pay more. You want to get in line. You want to hope for it. You go to the raffles to hopefully get the chance to actually buy one. That's this promo. These cards are so freaking good compared to what's left, that everyone just wants those blues in the team, because at this stage of the game they are a big advantage. And once Team of the Season hits, it sort of is an equal playing field, right? Every team has their specific cards which are good and are packed more. You have a guaranteed Team of the Season, and SBC usually. Let me knock on wood for that one, of course. But that really helps, like make this playing field. And it doesn't help when you see content creators you spend 1 million FIFA points and pack 2 cards, and then you're like, oh, now I want to do this pack. It's just perfect marketing, honestly. And somewhere I'm happy that people got to have a Messi at least somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just on the Messi, what I'll do is I'll read out the statement and then you guys can give me thoughts. So this is actually officially from EA's website. Update on Team of Year 86 Plus League SBC. An SBC was released on the 30th of January at 10 a.m. I think it's Pacific, with an 86 overall rated and table reward from 13 leagues that featured at least one Team of the Year player item. 2 of these leagues had only one item matching the 86 plus over threshold, rest of the world and the MLS. The SBC was live for 24 minutes and prior to its removal following the identification of a design issue, in that time frame, an estimated 0.7% of Ultimate Team players obtained a Team of Year Messi item. We understand that this has caused frustration within the Ultimate Team community, and we apologise and appreciate your patience. We have explored several scenarios for how to proceed in a way that is both fair and would preserve a long-term game health. We can confirm the following. Players who completed this SBC while it was available will keep their rewards. The SBC will not be returning as originally designed. We know that this is not a perfect solution, and we will continue examining our processes with the aim of minimising such issues in the future. The EA Sports FC team. Art, can I get your thoughts on that statement, please?
Sure, mate. First of all, it's not a perfect solution. What solution? There was no solution. They didn't give us anything. Guys, whoever logs in at 7 p.m. every day are the players who play every weekend league, basically. They grind the game, every rivals games, every objectives. I know it was only for 24 minutes, but those are the people that we see after that and face in weekend league games. Day after MessiGate thing, I played 5 games in a cup, TOTY Cup it was. 5 games was the limit per day. I faced 4 Team of the Year Messis, and there were none loan cards. Mm-hmm. I understand what they're saying. You know what? The statement that it was less than 1%, it may be true. But maybe they took under the account every possible FIFA player who ever made the Ultimate Team. I myself have 3 accounts. If they're counting every account that whoever has, and maybe they're not even using those accounts, it's like one player can have 10, 15 accounts. He logged in maybe last time 6, 7 years ago, and they're still counting that. So it's a kind of misleading answer. Was I expecting anything else? No, I wasn't even expecting they would answer or post anything about it, honestly, So it's a much surprise that they post something about the case. But there is no solution for me at all. They didn't do anything. They wrote a lot of statement, a lot of nice words, but it means nothing for us, actually. We move on. We just move on.
John?
I got not much to add to Art. I am surprised and a little bit happy that they at least apologized and they made a statement. I definitely agree with the fact you can't take them away from the players. I think that's fair, right? If someone forgets to check out the cash register or the register makes a mistake, it's not actually your fault, right? You don't have to give it back, I think, in this situation. The 0.7% just stings a little bit. Like if they have 8 million active players, that's what? 500,000 players, something like that. If they don't want to name 500,000 Team of the Year's Messis, I think that's fine, but nobody can check this, if I'm quite honest. So I would just, I agree with Artiom. This is probably just anyone that bought FC24. They just count as a player, even if they don't even touch Ultimate Team, even if they're the bots, whatever, it just counts from everything. But why don't say, okay, we think approximately 50,000 people got it, and let people make up. That's not enough. That's a small margin. You don't even have to name them. We don't have copies sold. We don't have no active players. We know active transfers, but everyone's. I lost a message this week saying, "Look at the transfer market. This game is dead. Be pawned there." I'm like, yeah, that's fine, but all packs are untradeable. There's nothing on the transfer market anyways now, so that doesn't say anything either. So the number doesn't make sense for me. They should have just said we've analyzed the amount of players that actually got it, and it's marginal. So we think it's healthy for the game to keep it this way. And I'm like, you know what? It's what it is. I don't really agree on everything, but it's done. It's definitely more players though, because like Art says, I played my qualifying yesterday. I had my first 10-0, so that's good. But I faced 4 out of 10 Team of the Year Messi's first owner, and can't have that Artiom and me play that only those 0.07%. Half of them, right? That's just, it can't be. So I think it's a little bit more, or it's a level we're playing in, or region we're playing in. I think there's a lot of US and like North America, South America, Australia that definitely didn't get him because they're just fast asleep.
Chris, I just want to add one thing. I think the problem also is with the card. That's a Messi. It's a first, second, third, we can argue, best attacker in the game. If they gave us Bright, if they gave us Herbs, we would just probably would be laughing and say that EA, made a mistake again. But they gave people 10 million card. That's like, for me, it's too big of the impact for the game, for the future of games.
No, you're right. I mean, I happened to listen to another podcast today who were discussing it and basically kind of blew off a wee bit, I'll be honest with you. Said that, if it wasn't a Virgil van Dijk, it wasn't a Haaland, it wasn't a Mbappe. I'll be honest with you, this is why we are the number one independent FC podcast out there, because we tell you how it is. If you in the olden days you'd print a statement off, if I printed this statement off, I would not use it as toilet paper. That's the truth. That's how bad this statement is. And then we've got the situation today where they're saying we've made a mistake, we're going to make things better. And now you can make a 99, originally you can make a 99 rated Nathan Teller. I'm reading the mirror.co.uk, which is a British newspaper, an article by Lewis Barton. We always tell people who writes the letter, saying that AAFC mistake as Ultimate Team player gifted 99 rated Nathan Teller before road to the final release. I mean, come on, EA. How bad does it need to get? Before you actually start looking after your customers, because that's
I do think we don't see that card as much as we see Messi, though.
No, because you can't get the card because the cards are extinct. That's the problem. People are desperately searching them. He's probably went into the Silver Daily Upgrade SBC that's been there. You put a 99 rated card in there. To say 0.7, not even active players, they're very clever when they say that, isn't it? It's 0.7 Ultimate Team players, not active team players. That's what I first thought when I read it. I thought that's what it was. This is a shocker for EA. The people are saying it's not as bad as the Hero Gate last year. I'm telling you right now, it's worse. 4 out of 10.
Those got tradable, so it had a bigger impact.
So what it did, John, is actually it messed up some people's coin balance for some time. Really? No, this is different. I mean, fair to Wimpy, he said he's faced him 1 in 19 in champs, and you faced him 4 out of 10. I would say that probably 1 in 4 people who did the SBC have now got that Messi card in there. They should have just left it up there. That's the best idea. Just leave it up there, and then the 1 in 4 would have got it. And then, let's be honest, and Wimpy's put in the chat as well, 1.7 billion's been earned from live services from EA last quarter. I mean, what a sum of money that is. Surely you could invest that in some quality control. I told you what I thought on our emergency pod, that they should have given everybody a Team of the Year card, an outfield one, and let them do that. But the way the prices are now, they probably couldn't even do that nowadays. Even a Team of the Year nominee, that might have been a decent, at least something. Give us a little bit of sugar, EA. Come on.
I'm just going to take one finger and say, okay, thank you for the apology. It's more than I expected. We're not going to forget, but Daniel said in chat we did get a bonus Team of the Year loan today. As a
we did. Yeah, actually.
10 games. So.
Wow. Yeah. And what did you? Did everybody open them? What did you get? Come on, tell us what you got.
I don't even know if I opened it honestly yet, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have no idea.
I've got Tio.
Now that was decent. I got Erp and I got offered Rodri, and I got offered Alisson. I have Rodri in my team, so I took Alisson. So, and I think he's quite a decent keeper. But, wow, 10. If Wimby had said if they gave us 99, that at least would have been a decent, a wee decent bit of sugar there. But no, the EA haven't given us that there at all. So just, do we want to bring MessiGate to a close, guys? Because I think EA's kind of done it for us, haven't they?
I say close to MessiGate, and we might have to do a different show or a different topic. But what co-aligns with this is the EA last quarter revenue and came out, right? I just want to put out one number. There's 1.7 billion made in revenue in one quarter from the live services section. It's not all FC24, but it's a lot of FC24. Just want to put it out there. And honestly, I want to give you one example. I play a lot of Marvel Snap, right? Also, your microtransactions in that stuff, sure. Pay to win, maybe not, but it does help if you do put in some money. It speeds things up. They made a mistake there. I didn't even know there was a mistake there. I got a message, hey, you bought this in December. We didn't advertise what's actually in it, so here's your money back. They gave it back in credits, so sort of FIFA points. And here's a little bit of compensation, and they gave like half the card in value back to my account. Like, I actually didn't even notice it, so thanks. Didn't hear anything about it, but it's a little bit, it felt a little bit. That's microtransactions like €6 and stuff, right? So it's not that much, but I appreciate that much more than making 1.7 billion in a quarter and being so disrespectful to some of these. There wouldn't be a problem. Like, if they would, the message itself, and then we're actually close this topic. The message itself says we did a lot of thinking on how we can make up for this, and the best solution is not to do anything. Basically, that's a statement. I would love to see the options they considered. Or I would like to see a community manager just sitting on camera saying, hey, this is what we thought. This is what we feel. We get you. It sucks. It wasn't our intention, but it was the best way to keep the game healthy. We apologize from the bottom of our heart, but we gotta put a line under it. We gotta continue. You all get a loan. We're sorry. We'll try to be better. And then I would be like, you know what? That's better. But it's also a little bit harder when it comes from a general message, maybe.
But I know what happened at the meeting. The options were this, John: do nothing, do nothing, do nothing, do nothing, do nothing. So that's what we'll do.
Nah, mate.
100%. Let's do nothing and just keep those FIFA points coming in. That's exactly what happened there at that meeting. Because the good twin was probably on his holiday still. The sooner he comes back, the better. So we'll move on for that. I think we've done it to death there. If you did get Messi, congratulations to everybody out there. If you didn't get Messi, hopefully you don't face him too much. And remember, it doesn't necessarily mean they're a great player if they've got Messi either. You know what I mean? I'm sure Art and John are fairly confident whatever team they come up against that they can beat them. So, and if you're ever looking to get better at the game, what better place to go than FUT Coaching? Check us out. But at that point, I think it's an ideal time for us to take a quick break.
You're listening to FUT in Review, proudly brought to you by futcoaching.com. Remember, you can help support this show directly and receive a host of benefits, including ad-free access to the show, exclusive merchandise, and access to our meetups, which this year is happening once again over in Crete. Simply sign up at patreon.com/FUT in Review. Also, if you have any feedback on the show, please follow us on our socials at FUT Coaching. Anyway, let's get on with the show.
How was that break for you guys?
It was the perfect. Well, actually, it's nice to have a break and don't have to watch any meters and statistics and see how far we came. So I quite enjoyed this one. Yeah.
No, it was a great break for me as well. So we're going to move on to content, post Team of the Year content. I'm sure it's absolutely going to be off the charts because we've had MessiGate. EA is going to come back with a bang. Art, take it away. What have we got?
Well, it's going to be hard to...
And try to smile while saying it, mate, because...
I'm trying. It's going to be hard to adjust to any other promo after Team of the Year because the cards...
Maybe you'll pack one, though.
Wait for that. You know what? It's going to be... Because those cards are not going to be on the same level. So, it's just time that we have to calm down, So many things happen during the Team of the Year, and just wait for the, like, I don't know, foodies, whatever, Future Star promos or whatever is coming, like that, one of those biggest promos on the calendar of EA. So what we have today, they dropped the Road to the Finals, and as I'm seeing the prices, I know the people don't have any packs. I mean, they open everything. They just dry their clubs to the like last gold card. I did the same. So I didn't expect the prices will be low because there are not so many cards in the market. But those prices that we have today, they're just crazy, guys. I mean, for Rafael Leao, which is, I know it's a good card, but close to 6 mil. It was on I mean, I don't understand those prices. What surprised me actually today, they gave us cards, not all of them, but some, with the 2 playstyle pluses, like Cross, that looks amazing. And I don't know what his price range is, but he almost 3 mil, and he's extinct. It's actually, I believe this is the best card. Whoever wants to watch and see those cards, go ahead. You can check them on every sites that providing food, being Foodvis or whatever. But I want to speak about the SBC card they gave us today, which is Kimmich. And I know it comes with a price around 400K, but we still have to keep in mind that the fodder is still on the top end of the prices. So I think it will end up around 340, 350 when it drops, and doesn't look bad. 2 playstyle pluses, a lot of playstyles. Maybe the sprint speed is a little bit lower than we expected or we wanted to, but he plays for Bayern. Remember, those are all live cards and then cannot get upgraded. So I like that SBC, especially that we have Kim Min-jae, honorable mention recently, Davis SBC. There are so many people that are using Kane as a striker because he's just, he has great shooting. So it's a great link for those cards. And I don't mind that SBC at all. Also, we had the objective that guarantees you 3 cards. I don't know, or like, for me, it's mostly fodder cards, to be honest. I don't want to insult anyone who likes those players, like Boscagli, whatever, but I'm not going to use them. So it will take you around as I calculated, around 12 games to finish, because of course they gave us requirements that you have to use 6 French players and 6 other players. So you cannot combine them. So yeah, but the problem for me with the objective cards, and for example with card like David Neres, is there's so many people who did Evo with this card, and right now they gave in a better card. Just my suggestion for whoever is trying to do Evo in the future, just choose a card that's not gonna get promo card or whatever. We did that with a Saliba. We did, and they gave us SBC. They basically doing everything. We did Founder Evolution with the Darwin Nunes, and they gave us Nunes card. Every time we were happy and hyped for doing the Evo. Even Leon Bailey right now, he's here. I mean, I'm looking at those cards. Anson Fati. He's also had great evolution card. Instead of giving us next possible evolution for those cards, they just giving us cards. I don't know. I don't like that. But as I said, this is the promo that for us to come down to a little bit, step down from FIFA, relax after what happened with the Team of the Year, and come back, recharge and refresh after 1 week, 2 weeks.
I mean, I just mentioned just how the upgrades work then, and there's different competitions. There's the Europa League and the Europa League Conference, but I'll just stick to the one that's the Champions League. So win or draw the first game, +1 upgrade. Qualify for the quarterfinals, another upgrade. Qualify for the semis, another upgrade. Qualify for the finals, not an upgrade, but a playstyle. And win the final is a +1 upgrade, 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves upgrade. I mean, so I would suggest if you look at those teams, I mean, I think Liverpool, I know it's a different competition, but as you said, the Nunes card, the Bailey card, Aston Villa's in great form as well. Champions League's kind of harder to win. But there's some decent upgrades in there. I mean, if your man there was to win Cruz, I think he would go up to about a 94, 95 there. That could be an absolutely tremendous card. I think he's already got 2 playstyles, so he'd have a third playstyle as well. So that would be interesting. That's maybe one reason why that card is so high. And who would put it past Madrid at the moment to win the Champions League? There's some top teams in there.
But that for 3 mil.
Yeah. A lot of money, a lot of coins, I'll get that. And what we'd also just say is on the objective card is, if you go and look at the objective card, task number 3, the player that plays for Copenhagen, that's what we all think of EA at the moment. That's EA. To be fair, that's Wimby's joke.
You're making fun of a Dutch name now.
Well, we say it in an English accent, it sounds okay. There. That's one for our listeners. Have a look at that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to say it without being a dick, but I can't.
How do you say it in Dutch, John, then?
Same.
Is it the same as it?
Same.
Well, actually, saying a Dutch accent, it'll sound a lot better. Think of Mr. Advocat, and you're on the similar lines to where we're going with that.
Okay,
John,
Mr. Dix.
Mr. Dix. Anyway, John, do you have any thoughts on the promo at all? Or are you like Art, you're just going to chill out, hopefully pack one of these guys?
I usually don't. I'm not bothered by any of these Champions League or live promos. I'm not putting in any coins on that because I think it's way too risky. I bought one this year, which I was interested in, which was the final player Mats Wiever. And there's no final player in this one, which maybe still comes somewhere. Then I might pick him up. But honestly, like Art says, my team is so far above the level of these cards. And I didn't even pack a team of the year, that it doesn't make any sense for me to actually go at it. It's like Artiom said, the Kimmich is pretty decent card actually, but he's not going to replace Gullit or something for me, or the 95 Zidane. So I'm like, no reason. I'm honestly, unless the new promos pick up, I might do one of those weird statements where I'm like, you know what, I'll just save until Premier League team of the season myself from now on. Because I don't see any upgrades for my team coming up. And the only ones I did were in Team of the Year. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. Although the 2 playstyles do help, but it's definitely not worth the coins, man. And definitely not worth gambling. Also, I've opened so many packs, grinded so many hours on the app this week. I'm definitely not going to aim to get one of these players. And it's all right. I hope they boost the cards a little bit more in the coming weeks. 2 playstyles might actually be already something they've added now. But it's the upgrades are also slow, for the rest, before they get really serious, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, because if you consider the Champions League game is going to be the last game in most people's season, it's the end of May, June time. So you're talking, as Art corrects me there, the cruise card, you're waiting till that time. You're already in probably no far off footies and things like that. I mean, I know we've got FUT birthday coming up and things like that, but I just looking at it. I mean, are you a bit saddened the way that EA have put the ratings on these cards? Did you expect more, or the fact that they're live cards, is that why they're so low?
I think it's fine. It's just on point. Honestly, it's the problem that it came after Team of the Year, so it's hard not to compare them with these cards, right? But the cards on their own are pretty good. I just think, like, if we look at the SBCs that we had, like Sawa, probably better than any of these cards currently. So why would you go for it? Because they are able to get upgrades. So Kroos is actually a playable Tony Kroos card, definitely. Will he get a team of the season though? Probably. Will team of the season be around the same time the Champions League final is going to be played? If they make it that far, probably. I'm not sticking around on that card unless I might pack it. But like I said, I think there's not much to play for currently. So I'm probably just... my plans would be I'll just try to hold on for my packs for the time being.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, your plans then for Team, I know you mentioned, are you going to look at some new formations with these players? Do you think there's a change?
I'm actually already, Chris, working. As soon as I release any tactic video, I'm just, even though I like some formation and I would like keep playing, I'm switching the formation and trying to find new tactics. So right after I upload something, I drop it one and just starting new adventure with the new formation and tactic and instructions. So I'm always working. Like, I don't treat Weekend League just to get wins. I'm treating it as a test for like whatever I'm trying to create. So yeah, that's my like point for playing this game. So I'm enjoying that way of this is like the way that I enjoy this game. So yeah, I'm working all the time with a new formation, new tactics. I have a lot of friends that are helping me out, and shout to the Amar, who is like always testing for me the game, the tactics, and that's the reason I play.
No,
and I will continue probably playing.
Definitely. I mean, you've been called Artiom the Professor there. And just to give people an idea, Artiom doesn't just do very quick shots of these. These things are stress tested completely to ensure that you get the best possible formation out there. And his videos are very informative. You have to watch them all the way through because he gives you amazing knowledge and it will make you a better player. And if you are that way inclined as well, you want to get better at the game, what better way than have either of these two coaches coach you? Check out FUT Coaching, and they guys will make you better, especially with the team of the season, FUT birthday, etc. just round the corner. If you've had a poor team of the year and you want to get a wee bit better, check these guys out, hit them up and see how you get on.
Artiom the Professor.
That's his new nickname.
Yeah, thanks, Simon.
Just remember, as well as folks, that we have the Crete 24 meet-up happening in May. The two guys are going to be there. Your chance to beat them. Myself and Nick beat them last year. They've not lived that down. They're practicing tonight before we come on the show, actually, playing co-op to try and beat Nick and I. Nick can't make it, but I'm sure I'll get a new partner. Become the Coach Slayers. If you're interested, and go and check out, Discord's free now. Check out that page there. All we ask is that you're a paid-up member of the Discord, you book your flights, and you're a nice person, and you'll have an absolutely amazing time.
The chances to beat us are basically the same as packing Team of the Year.
Yeah, 0. Or Messi, 0.07.
Guys, it's the same as when Messi SBC was out. Don't worry about that. It's almost as sure as that.
I just want to put a little bit of a rectification on that, though. I mean, you drew versus us, I think.
No,
but also, who won the tournament? Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, a loss in the pool.
Nobody
nation, right?
likes somebody winning their own tournament, John. Let's be honest.
Well, I tried my best not to win it, to be fair.
Yeah, let's be honest. You were on your phone to your pals at EA, the king of DDA there, just to say, give my players a boost. The switch was turned up. That's what it was. But anybody who's interested, this is the kind of banner you're going to get at Crete 24. It's a little bit better because we're going to have a few mythos as well. It's an amazing place to go. Check it out, Ava Ma Hotel in Crete, and you're going to have an absolutely wonderful time if you're interested in coming along. But as I say, the Discord is free, and one of the perks of the Discord is you're allowed to send in questions, and I think John's going to take them tonight.
Yeah, you can also send in questions, of course, to futinreview@gmail.com or any other social channel for us if you want. But if you are on the Discord, and you can join free, like you said, by looking in the show notes, there's a description. You can just click the link you're in, just install the app, and you're through. But there's a separate section for it where you can just put, hey, for the next episode, I want to put it here. In 3 weeks, I want to ask this question. You just make sure it's there. Adam asked, does EA want to change their content plans and beef up defenders to try and mitigate the Messi debacle on the sly? Well, I can answer that. No. I don't want to make it too much of a story. And he asks, where do teams go after Team of the Year? It feels like with the SBCs and TOTYs we've had, nothing will be superseding them for months, and Team of the Year's prices seem far too high for almost everyone to justify paying for them. Feels like the game is going to be in a rough state for the next months, especially after the Messi debate. Artiom, what do you think, mate?
I think it's always sometime after Team of the Year that we are kind of tired of grinding, and it's always in a low point of the year, of the calendar year for FIFA play or EFC this time, right?
Well, so in general, right?
Yeah,
it's February. It's dark. You just everyone needs the sun by now, but it's a long month.
I'm not sure about the EA calendar, but I'm always waiting after Team of the Year for FUT Birthday. That's my next promo that I'm hyped for, honestly. So that's
birthday this year.
Yeah. Sorry? Yeah, I know, you're right. We'll see what they will come up with this year, but that's what I'm waiting for, right? Because it's hard. It's going to be hard. It's a difficult time for every hardcore player, actually.
Yeah, and the big difference is if you're a hardcore player last year, this is where the tournaments got really rough and had something to play for. There's nothing left.
Yeah.
The official seasons start with the clubs now, but that's so skinned that it's not too much, right? And if you didn't make it through the playoffs, well, we saw, of course, with the live pro scene, your season is also over.
Yeah.
So it feels like an early forced break. That makes sense. And hopefully there will be more coming soon. The only thing I can see happening is they're putting more icons out very soon. A new version of icons, for example, with 2 playstyles. And those are the SBCs, and the teams around it are just fodder to push into that, I guess. Because even if I look at the extended cards today, I won't be too worried if I face any of them. Like if I see a Cross in Wicked League, I wouldn't be like, oh no, this is going to be tough, right? Without trying to sound arrogant, but it's not the card that scares me. I'd be much scarier facing a team of the year Messi. But hey, apparently no one has it. Nah. So that was the question sent in. There's a lot of responses, Chris, on our emergency show.
Oh, okay.
I won't even go into. I had to flag I had to flag a lot of the comments because you said take the Messi away from people. Well, if they pack Messi, they didn't quite like you. Let me put it like this. I did brief them. You were located in Germany, so just to make sure you're safe.
I'll be safe. Don't worry. I've got 2 cats. They'll protect me.
Don't mention when Creed is for them, though.
Well, I'll take my Messi with me. We can come meet him.
Definitely. I just remembered the last time we did a podcast with the 3 of us, we were actually on site in Crete.
Yes.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And although the internet is a lot worse with the 2 most unstable internet points in the world being with you 2 at home, it's actually better than the thing we did it locally because you forgot your microphone, remember, Chris?
Well, to be fair, the instructions weren't very great. Let's be honest. I have it there with me this time, and it'll be a better show. But actually, the best place to hear the show is in Crete. So get booked up, guys. Come join the Discord, join the Patreon. Come join the Discord. Come to Crete. You have a wonderful time. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, Artiom, I've not spoke to you. What was your thoughts about Crete?
I loved it. I actually went back same summer with took whole family with me. That actually is not the best part of it, but I went back.
It's actually not the best.
So I enjoyed a lot the time over there. This time we decided to rent a big bus and just drive through like all places in Crete just to see a little bit more. But yeah, I'm coming this year, so
yes,
that's the answer.
Yeah.
That's an answer for me.
Yeah.
I got a surprise though for Crete. I'm actually starting to learn Greek. I've been at it for 22 days now.
Good.
So once we hit the show live, I might be able to do a little bit in Greek.
This year?
This year, yeah. Hopefully. And now I can already see the comments rolling in. Learn English first, mate. But okay, I'll try. Thanks, though. No, I do have one thing, though, because I'm making... Artiom is working hard on tactics, and so was I. I've been working so hard on it, I lost my voice during it. Artiom, I want to ask you, though, what do you think currently is just by far the best formation, just the most meta formation you can think of?
I mean, you cannot go wrong with a 4-3-2-1. It's not like people using that because it's so fun to play. It's incredible attacking AI, whatever. No, this is the most. I'm not going to use word broken, but kind of it is broken formation. It allows you to take advantages 3v2, 3v1 on a site, because if you or your opponent is using anything higher than 71 depth or 70 depth, they're forcing over the ball side a little bit, so the other side of the pitch is always open for crossing, cutting inside, finding the striker, and you scoring goal. The only question here is how much robotic you can be in this game. How much you can repetitive, like every game do the same stuff. And to be honest, I mentioned that in a previous show. I watch streamers. I'm just amazed. 4 months in a row they're using the one formation. It's just beyond me. I'm using like every formation possible that they gave us in the game, trying to create something. I know they are not meta. I know you will lose more games because not using them. But you have to answer yourself, is it worth to go every week, try to get the 20-0 and sacrifice your joy for the game? If it's you who is like only taking care of the wins, no problem. Do 4-3-2-1. And believe me, no matter what channel on YouTube you will open, they're all the same. Difference between 40 width and 45 width, believe me, guys, there is no difference.
I saw one this week that said this: you have to be 43.
That's what I'm saying. It's just so crazy. I mean, there is no difference, believe me. It doesn't matter if your left CF is coming back or right CF is coming back. It doesn't matter if your right fullback is joint attack and balance and the left back is staying back. No, they're all the same, guys. It's just the plan the team that you have to work with. And if you enjoy just the thing of winning the game, use the 4-3-2-1. You don't have to worry about anything else. Learn that formation from bottom to top, and you will do fine. But I cannot. I have to change formation. I have to change tactics. I have to use different style of attacking, building up, defending, whatever.
Yeah, spot on.
Well,
like 4-3-2-1 is the best. But I'm the same. I can play it for a weekend, for example. I did play it this weekend, honestly. Right? I said I got 3 hours. I need to play Weekend League. Let's see if I can do it. Right? I got 14 wins in 3 hours, which was like. Would not see that happen with any other formation. Could I maybe performed better? Yes, but not in 3 hours trying to force it. And the 4-3-2-1s just forces goals. And honestly, this weekend you score a goal, people quit. So I was like, okay, pretty smooth sailing so far. I am thinking about a 3 at the back just to spice it up. But the issue is you can't really grind your way up because the difference is it's still less perfect than a 4-3-2-1. So it's always hard to see how good a formation actually is, if that makes sense. So I am definitely on Artiom's board now, like trying to make fun formations for people to have fun with. Because if the content isn't fun and you didn't pack the players or you don't have anything left to grind for until the season hits or any big promo hits like FUTs, is it called UTIs this year? I don't even know what could actually be. FC is. We have to. If they change that, we actually have to change the show name or the intro. But that's a different story. Oh my! We might have to change the outro song. But that's never mind that. Now I'm panicking. But until then, just make sure you play information that you're just enjoying. And I think the rest is pretty balanced, Artiom. Right? Doesn't matter if you're 4-4-2 or whatever. It's all playable and you get the same things out of it, right?
They're all playable. I mean, guys, last year...
Actually,
this
the
year,
4-3 still isn't. Oh,
which one?
Everyone.
Yeah, but you remember last year...
It's doable, but it's not... I've never seen anyone performing with a 4-3. Let's put it like this.
Yeah, but you remember last year, John, and even this year, we made a video that you actually... made the title for it, DTR formation, that we got the 20-0, and I got it with a 4-5-1. 4-5-1. Every content creator rate that formation as a DTR formation, the worst formation ever.
True.
And you know what? Just to find the right instructions, whatever, for the players, to get exact players that you need that formation to work, you can get it with every formation 20-0. But the problem is that we get used to play one style. We take the instruction, the tactics, we just pass and copy and pass to our game, and we expect to play the same way we did 4-3-2-1. That's not going to work. We just need some time to adapt, adjust to new formation, to new instructions, learn that formation. And as soon as you learn a little bit, just a little bit, you will start enjoying it. That's my opinion about it.
Definitely.
I agree. Also, co-op. Play more co-op. Co-op is so much fun, though.
Yeah.
This game should be... If this game was like Rocket League, you play 2 versus 2 or 3 versus 3 or something like that. Like, you can play solo, but you're always in a team, for example, stuff like that. You had separate modes that were just based on this purely. It's so much fun. We're definitely going to make sure we do those 2 versus 2 tournaments soon, because Artiom, even though we won't win everything, but we win.
John,
Often
first of
that's what
all,
I guess.
spending time with a friend. You're spending time with a friend instead of grinding the game yourself.
Yeah.
You're not upset if something goes wrong because
Well,
one
we
of
are
you
when we
will
play
just
together.
make a fun of it or whatever, you joke about it. It's different experience. It's chill experience. It's kind of playing pro clubs as I used to do, where we were meeting like 11 players and playing another 11 players. It's different. My controller was never broken when I play co-op.
Wise words, guys. I mean, if you, as I say, I've said this many times on the show, if you want to see these guys, we'll put Artiom's YouTube channel in the show notes, and we'll put it on our socials as well. Check it out. It's well worth having a look. As you guys go, as we bring the show to an end, do you have anything else you want to add, Artiom?
Yeah, I mean, I just hope to see you guys next week or 2 weeks after that, whatever I will be invited to the show. I'm just happy to share my knowledge and whatever my experience with the game with you. And thank you for inviting me tonight also.
Yep. No problem, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure. John, anything you'd like to add before we close the show?
I'd like to welcome every new Discord member, community member. I'm happy we opened it up and we saw a lot of influx of new people this week. Just join it. We've said enough about. We're not going to recommend it too much, but just join. You can watch this live. There's plenty of conversation. Do feel free to DM me as well. But there's a lot of new players and my DMs were flooded. So if I didn't respond yet, I will do shortly. And Artiom is now grinning because I sent you a message 3 days ago. Yeah, sorry. I just read it. But no, it's definitely fun. I'm really enjoying that. And hopefully we can get that going even more. So check that out. Mm-hmm. And I was also wondering if you're listening to the show and you're like, you know what? This person would be an awesome fit to have as a guest. Just drop us a message because people have been sending us messages on Spotify, sending in reviews, sending us messages on socials. Just if you have an idea of someone we can invite on, just let us know because we'll definitely try to get it on. We'll send a message, him or her. We'll do our best to get on, and we'd need your feedback for that, though.
Definitely. Well, I'd like to finish with a player review, get spit out there, and this comes from my good friend Simon O'Bugger, who says, I wouldn't trade that Bon Mati Team of the Year for any Team of the Year card, not even Mbappe. We are now an item, although she doesn't know it, and nor does my missus. So with those words, I think we need to just do one more thing.
We're going to drop it.
Drop it.
F-U-T. F-U-T. F-F-F-U-T. F-U-T. T. Interview. F-U-T.